Hello and welcome to Mixed Opinions, our first episode. My name's Eduardo, here with.
What else you?
So today's topic, going to talk about, can we separate the art from the artist? Can we separate the person from the character? For example, I know big one, good popular one right now, Kanye West. He's a good artist, but can you separate him from his anti-Semitics beliefs?
So before recording, we were like previously like getting to know each other regarding this topic, and I was just telling Eduardo, and I was saying that I can't. It's hard for me to separate the art from the artist, or continue listening to Kanye, and it really has to do with the fact of like all like relatively terrible things that he has said. But I I was discussing with Eduardo and saying that I do still enjoy his music. I really love old Kanye. I grew up on him, and because I grew up on him, it's really hard for me to distance myself away from the artist, because I mean at the gym I still like listen to a few of his albums. I love listening to um Runaway, what's it, A Devil in a New Dress.
It's because he's got no music.
I mean, like, to be fair, like old Kanye is really good. Like I can't, like, he made Graduation.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like, you know what I mean? It's hard.
But he's always been a trolling person since the Taylor Swift stuff.
He has been trolled, like, but the thing is that, like, I feel like with the whole like Taylor Swift situation, is it's so different to like what he's tweeting about, like, today,
Yeah.
like, about and I'll love to Jewish people. It's just like it's hard to like keep supporting a person that says really, like, pretty bad
Fucked up
things
shit, yeah.
about Jews, and I'm just like, that's, I don't know if I could keep supporting that, but yeah.
Do you think he's really like that, or he became like that? Or do you think he's a?
Hmm.
I feel sometimes famous people get a bit crazy
Mm-hmm.
over time. Even like me personally. It really doesn't bother me what he says. Maybe because I'm not being attacked. I don't know. Maybe he says something about Mexican people or Hispanic people, and he was talking shit about them. Then maybe I'll think different. But because it doesn't really like affect me,
Uh-huh.
I could really separate him. Just Kanye, the person. He's weird. It's crazy. But I could still listen to the music and be chill about it.
Okay, so for me, it's actually the other way around. So because he's talking negatively about one group, to me, that makes me question and consider, what does he think about, our community? And that's just the way I see about a lot of things. And I mean, you can talk about it with like politics. You can talk about it with like just personal interactions. Like if you talk negatively about, or like really racist or anti whatever towards like gay people, Jews, black people, it makes me question, like, wow, like, what do you think about me, like my background? Because I mean, like, I come from a Hispanic background. My parents came to the United States. It makes me question. It's like, do you like fuck with like immigrants? Do you fuck with like Hispanic people?
So for you, like seeing his opinion on one topic makes you like open,
It makes me question
like
it.
branch out.
It really does. I mean,
Wow, I've never really thought about that.
it makes me question, like, if he holds other negative views about other groups of people.
Probably has.
And he probably does. He just hasn't discussed that. But like, we're going back to what you brought up. Like, did he become that way? I guess you can say it in two senses, because you can argue and say that yes, he has, because Kanye arguably is mentally ill. 100%.
Could yeah,
Like,
100%,
he
yeah.
110% is mentally ill.
He
So
got issues.
yeah, he does. And you can say that over time it's gotten worse. So you can say yes, he became that way. But a deep part inside of me does question and ask, has he always been this way? But he's had the
Mask on.
the mask.
Yeah.
But then I also question that too, because he's had shirts like anti-Nazi. Like, it makes me like strange, or like, it makes me really weirded out, because it's like, how can you say like this is like maybe in the 90s, or like maybe the 2000s, like you being anti-Nazi, and then like declaring DEFCON 3 on Jews on Twitter, and it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know.
It's because what if you're saying talk about a recent topic about him and his cousin. He threw that out there in song, and
Nobody asked.
nobody asked,
Nobody asked.
nobody asked.
Nobody questioned
But
it.
what if his mental problems, the only way, as man, we're just gonna change whole ass. Expressing that you have emotions is seen bad. So he maybe has so much fucked up shit going on in his head. Maybe Diddy did touch him that hard that his mind got so many oppressed feelings that he starts saying that random nonsense. And the only way he attacked the group, and then he's saying things that he wants to take out of his chest, but he's doing it the wrong way because as men, we're not portrayed to like, hey, it's okay to cry. It's okay to express your emotions. Because I feel like maybe his mental, he doesn't want to show it. So the way he's doing it, I'm crazy. I'm a character. I'm crazy. I'm yay. But like, what if he does have problems, and that's why he came out like that?
So, maybe he didn't go about it in the best way possible, but I do respect that he did say it and in a very very public way.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do respect that. And I'm not gonna say that he immediately gained my respect. I mean, considering like what he's like said about like like the Jewish community, and I'm pretty against that. And that doesn't mean that like I'm also against like other like negative things that he said. Like he said other like really bad things, but like
Yep.
that's like the main example that I can think about right now. But I do respect that he did go and come out and say like, "Hey, I did this as a kid," and he made it into in some type of like artistic form to express that. And I mean, I respect that. I really do. Like, I mean, and I mean, it gives the example that like men should go out and if they have if something like that's like weighing them down, they should be able to open up about that. But in the same time, like, bro, he was clowned. Like, he really was clowned about that.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be completely fair with you, uh, like, bro, how old was he? Like, when
He said it was like
he was a kid,
he was a
dude.
kid.
Like, he's a kid.
You don't know what you're doing when you're a kid.
Like I'm not gonna judge him like when he was a child, bruh. Like
Yeah.
like compared to like him being a grown ass man. Like those are two very different
And
things. You know what I mean?
sometimes you got secrets that you don't know how to take out.
No, for real. And I respect that he said that. Like
Yeah.
I honestly like he gave my respect in that sense that he really wanted to let that out of the out of his chest and out of his conscience. And I mean,
Yeah.
he did it in a
It
different
shook the
way.
world. It shook the world. Everybody was just shocked.
I guess you could say it.
Yeah,
shook the
it
world.
shook the world, man. Change it to a different person, and this is another sensitive topic. R. Kelly. I didn't grow up listening to R. Kelly.
So I also did not grow up.
I don't know who R. Kelly was. I just know he peed on kids. And also, just connected with Michael Jackson. They say that he touched kids as well. Now, this is weird.
Uh-huh.
I've met a person with pedophilia.
Oh, really?
I've met a person with pedophilia.
Oh.
And I sat down and I asked him, why? Okay, so I sat down with that person and I told him, dude, at the time, he was 23 years old. I asked him, why you like him so young? And like, you're 23, and he was dating at the time a 15-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
That's not something
Oh.
to be proud of or be.
No, you should, be in prison.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he almost was.
Yeah, wow, he should.
And I asked him, why you like him so young? Dude, you're 23 years old. You have a good job. You have a good car. You could look for yourself for a wife. At least 18, bro. Like legal age. And he told me the most bizarre thing I've ever heard in my world.
What do you say?
He's like, in middle school, I've never had a girlfriend. And I always wanted to have a girlfriend in middle school. And I was like, bro, you're not in middle school anymore.
Yeah, right.
So me personally, knowing that person, it's hard for me. I don't talk to him anymore. It's been years if I've ever seen him because we try to help him. We tried to help him. We gave him talks. We show him girls his age.
So in that case, would you argue and say that like he doesn't want help? That he just like he's complacent in staying in his sick, twisted mind?
I don't think he thinks he's sick. I don't think those people think they're sick.
I think that they know
They might know it's
illegal.
bad.
It's illegal.
They might know it's bad.
They
I don't think they know they're sick.
I think I'm gonna have to disagree with that because I think that those particular people know that what they're doing is bad and they shouldn't be attracted to and pursue women that is below the legal requirement to be a quote adult under the law. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. It's like doing drugs. You know
I,
it's bad. I'm not comparing it.
I don't know the good comparison.
I'm talking about the mentality. I'm talking about
Okay.
the mentality. They know it's bad. You're never gonna get fucked up. I'm talking about like weed. I'm talking about like fucking heroin or like hard drugs that fuck you up and you're in the street. You know it's bad,
Mhm.
but you don't think you're sick. You don't think you have a problem. He might know it's bad. Yes, maybe my or maybe R. Kelly knew he was doing bad things, peeing on kids. But in his mind, he was not sick. I feel like there's a
No.
difference between thinking you're sick and thinking you're wrong. Because if you know you're sick, you know you're doing something bad, you try to change. But if you don't think you're sick, it's just a weird thing of me, then you don't change.
See, I don't know too much about the R. Kelly case for me to elaborate and expand on your argument, but I don't think that the analogy that you proposed in comparing people who are quote sick and using drugs like heroin, even people who use heroin know that what they're doing, it's not that it's necessarily bad, it's just that it's not good for them and they're going to get into a cycle where they are going to be quote sick
Well, maybe
in a
yeah,
case, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like they shouldn't be doing heroin because they know that it's going to be negative towards their health, negative towards their family and how their family sees them. And I don't know if we can group all people who use drugs or like bad drugs. Well, I don't want to say like bad drugs or like stronger drugs that are, you know,
more dangerous.
yeah, okay, sure, yeah, more dangerous like heroin, meth,
Yeah,
crack, crack. I guess like you can say that. I think a part of me does want to consider and give them the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're doing that is wrong and they shouldn't be doing this. Is that they're stuck in a cycle of they're dependent on a drug because of X and Y reason. It could be trauma. It could be like some type of coping mechanism. Like I'm gonna use like Vietnam veterans for example.
well, yeah.
When a lot of Vietnam veterans in Vietnam, they coped with the trauma of war by using heroin, and they came back to the United States. Not only were they hated, but they came back a lot of them as heroin addicts, and they were stuck in that cycle of trauma and PTSD, and a lot of them used heroin to cope with that idea. And people then, and this is also during the time of like the drug war too, and so like people looked at those people even more negatively, and a lot of people killed themselves. And so I and this is like going back to like people knowing that what they're doing is it's not okay, like it's not the best solution, but it goes back to like this guy, he has to know what he's doing is wrong. Like I'm not giving a pedophile the benefit of the doubt that they know what they're doing isn't wrong. Like if you're like special, like what I mean, it's like special needs like mentally, maybe, but like that's really like reaching the extreme of it.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, it's yeah. I'm not trying to defend the person. I'm not because
Yeah.
what he
But it's
and you
just
know what's the funny part?
but it's like you're trying to ask
We knew the
right.
girl, the only girl he dated that we know
Uh-huh.
that was underage, and we knew she did not want to date him, but she was in the relationship. They dated for like 2 months, and she only dated him for money because he has money.
Uh-huh.
So she didn't give him no intercourse,
From
nothing.
what you know.
What we know,
Right.
we just know that she would get money.
Uh-huh.
She would get clothes. She got a phone. She got a car. Hell, her dad took advantage of that and got him money. His
Okay.
dad, her dad, was like, "Hey, I want money. Can you give me some money? You're part of the family now." And he gave them money.
Okay.
and then the family took money of him. Like all the family took advantage of his problem, of his sickness,
Okay.
and
But
then
would you agree and say that like he should be in prison? He should
yes,
be in jail? Okay.
I feel like not in should be in jail, but more jail if he hasn't touched any kids, which we know that he hasn't.
From what you know.
Well, we know
Yeah.
he should go to psych ward, like get mentally like okay, dude, if you're fucking sick, why are you sick?
Uh-huh.
And if they could try to help him to stop thinking about that,
Mm-hmm.
then try to set him to be a regular person.
But
But
how do you
if
do
but
that?
if you, it's I don't know, man.
See, like it's like that's like the part where it's like
It's hard because you don't know what they think, because
right.
all the ones who came out of prison who did touch kids
Uh-huh.
and are registered sex offenders
Uh-huh.
and are I change. Can you really believe them? Can
No.
you look them dead in the eye and
No.
be like, can you change? Because I don't feel people change. I don't feel people change.
Mm.
They just put on
I think that's a
a
conversation
persona.
that we should get into. Like, do you think people change?
Sometimes no, I don't really think so. I don't really think people. I feel a lot of people lie through their teeth just to get to certain like places or get certain groups
Mm-hmm.
or just oh I changed take me back. But I feel like that's a different topic we could get to more deep,
Yeah,
like
that
a
could be a different
different
episode
episode.
for yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but I feel people like R. Kelly, Michael Jackson, all the Epstein people, everybody who was on the island that touched kids is simmed. First of all, why? But is it the innocence of the kids?
It's because it's like it's a sense of power.
Do you? Do you
Yeah,
think
for
is that?
sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Or it's like
I'm gonna put a little parenthesis in this conversation.
okay.
Why do we think? And I don't know. Why do we see it that? Okay, I'm gonna try to phrase this better. Does it sound weird? When an older man
Mhm.
touches a younger woman,
Okay.
everybody fucking losing their mind, and and it's true. We should fucking lynch that dude.
Okay.
But why, when
It's like the reverse.
why does when an older woman,
Uh-huh.
like a teacher,
Uh-huh.
I've thought this too.
You
I've
know,
thought this too. I'm not gonna be like I've never thought this. But why do we, when a younger teacher touch a younger boy, we immediately think, what a pussy he told her on her. What a is he gay? He doesn't like women. Oh my god, no, it's bad because
no,
he's
yeah.
also a kid. He
Yeah.
doesn't know what
Okay.
he's doing.
For sure. I
He,
mean, it it goes back to the teacher knew what she was doing.
yeah,
The guy knows what he's doing. They're a pedophile. They should go to prison.
this should
Period.
100%.
Period. It's a power dynamic to me. Like the way that I see it, and I know individuals who have been like molested as kids, and a big component of that is because the person doing it feels like they can get away with it,
Yeah,
and they have that dynamic over that person and taking advantage over them sexually, and that's sick. That is,
that is horrible. But what I'm saying is, why do people don't see it as bad when it's the other way around?
I think, now, at least from my perception, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of
I
people,
feel like yeah, it
I
has
feel like
changed a
that.
bit.
I feel like that perception has definitely changed. Back then, yeah, back then people were really like, "Oh, okay," but I think it like speaks to like the idea that like, but like, okay, my question further is like, who is saying that? Is it other men?
Basically, yeah,
Well, there you go. It's
yeah,
like really other
man.
men that say that shit. So I mean, it makes me pose the question. It's like,
I'm gonna give
is
you
it men?
perfect examples,
Okay,
and they're both well, I wouldn't say perfect examples, but they're movies and TV shows. I'm gonna give you the. Have you seen the Adam Sandler movie? That's My Boy.
yeah. Well, not the
It,
whole thing. Not the whole thing.
but do you know the premise of
I
it?
know the premise of it.
He fucked his teacher
Yeah,
as a kid,
and they
and
had
he
a
got
child.
famous. But what if that movie was about an old man fucking a younger woman? That would have been a big no.
It does speak to the double standard of society,
Yeah,
and it does speak to the
but
idea that like and like women should be cherished and protected, of
of
course,
course,
of course, but it does speak to the idea that like society looks at when a woman does it,
And I'm not
it
trying to cancel that movie. That
no,
movie is hilarious.
like it like when a woman does it, it's
Yeah.
like that the person that did it should be like go killed, hung, whatever.
Yeah.
But when it's the reverse, now it's like at a boy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
like
Like
high five,
you know what I
man.
mean? Like that's kind
Yeah.
of that's fucked up. That is still a child.
Yeah.
That person was taken advantage of. That person's a victim.
Yeah.
Both of them, both the individuals who perpetuated that crime should go and receive punishment equal to what they did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or worse. I mean, shit. I think that they should go get hung into the gallows. I don't. I
Oh,
do not like.
so you believe pedophiles should not get out of prison ever, or
I firmly believe that they should be castrated.
they used to do that? No, check them.
In Alabama, they do. In Alabama, they chemically castrate you. If you're a pedophile and if you are a sex offender, you will be chemically castrated.
Oh.
And I really think that
I
should be
respect that.
that
There's
the
nothing
case.
wrong.
I
It's
mean,
perfect.
like because again, like it goes back to like people like do you think like people will change? No.
I don't know.
I don't think a pedophile will.
No.
Or like do you think or like a person who I don't know like goes from
And
like hating, for example, like neo-Nazis, going from like, you know what, I'm not about that anymore. It makes me question it because it's like, could you change?
can you change your whole?
Maybe, but like I just don't.
I
I
feel
don't
it's because
think
I don't
so.
feel you don't change. You feel you just tolerate shit. You just learn to
There,
tolerate
okay,
shit.
yeah, that's a better. You tolerate it, but you
Yeah.
still have the idea of like
Yeah.
I don't like
I
you, but
don't
I'll
like you,
tolerate
but I
you.
tolerate you.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
I think that's better.
in his mind is like it's my views are viewed as wrong,
Uh-huh.
so I'm gonna tolerate your presence, but I don't fucking like you. And
Yeah,
if I
yeah, yeah,
could,
yeah,
I
yeah.
would. So I feel like that's a way of people don't really change.
Yeah, in that sense, sure that I
Yeah.
mean they still haven't changed, but they like on the outside.
It's because I feel if they could, they would.
Okay, so in
Like
that case, so would you apply that to like a pedophile?
no, like what if they could, they would touch kids. I'm pretty sure they would.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, if they had, I wouldn't. I wouldn't trust a person. If my neighbor's a sex offender, I wouldn't trust him a second with my child. No matter what.
for
No
sure.
matter if like he is leader of the community, fucking changed his whole life, donates to kids, donates blood. His Saint Nick still touched the kid.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And some people say don't live on the past or no or the past is the past, but it depends what you did.
It really
If you
does.
stole fucking $1 million, you went to prison, you came back, you stole $1 million. That's not a big of a crime than fucking touching a kid. So I would trust a person. He might steal my house.
Maybe
Like
maybe the bank would be a little more suspect about you, but like I mean,
no, but I'm talking about
you know what I mean?
of living. Like let's say I'm going home, need a babysitter, and this dude has been in prison. They've both been in prison, but one for touching a kid and one for like stealing. I'm going. He might steal my fucking like private stuff, but he won't touch my child. You know.
Okay.
That's weird. I just said that, but like I don't know. It just came to my mind. Like people, I would trust more about their past. I would never trust a pedophile over somebody who did a different type of crime.
I wouldn't trust a pedophile, period. But I don't know, man. I wouldn't trust a felon, period. Like
Well,
I know.
okay, this is where
I know.
I grew up around felons.
Okay.
I've been around felons.
Uh-huh.
Homie, rest in peace. I was a felon,
Uh-huh.
and I could tell you they don't really change. They're still felons,
Okay.
but they just don't act as tough. You know, they don't try to portray their life, but if they can, they would. You know, if they would have been caught, if they wouldn't been going to jail, they would still be doing what they're doing.
That's why I say I just can't trust you. Like
Yeah,
I'm not saying like, and it obviously depends on the crime, but like if for example if you like robbed, let's go with like the robbing $1 million. Like if you robbed $1 million, I don't trust you because I'm not gonna invite you to my home and trust that you're not
you're
gonna
gonna
steal
steal from
something.
me.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I'm not trusting you. Like I'm not gonna go out of my way to like go and diss you or something like that. Like you do you, bro, and like you keep clean.
but I don't.
You're
You know,
not gonna
I'm not.
be.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
trustable.
not gonna be in my life. and I think that's
If I
I think
see
that's
you,
fair.
if I see you, hello.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. I'll say
yeah,
hi,
that's
but like that's it. Like,
nah, that's good. Good man, it's a good way of understanding.
yeah,
Because yeah, I've met people who I've hanged out with who are felons, and they still act like a felon, but they don't really portray it.
no, I mean I met people and I know people who are felons. It's just like I'm not gonna say his name, but the person I'm thinking about right now, he's a felon, and the reason why he's a felon is because he threatened another person with a weapon. And to me, that tells me a few things. That tells me that you can't control yourself
You're
as a man.
yeah, you're aggressive.
You're aggressive. Like
Issues.
you know, you got issues for real. You got anger issues.
Yeah.
And like if you can't control yourself,
Then I don't want to be
then
around
I
you.
don't know if I want to be around you. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
that's a good way of thinking.
Like, and I know this person, and I mean I don't really fuck with this person because of that particular instance.
And
I hope he gets
I
better,
agree,
but
bro. I agree. There's
I
some
hope
people in your life that you should just not be around if they portray the true self. And once they portray the true self, you just gotta question: is it worth my time? Because at the end of the day, it's your time. Time is something that we don't have a lot of because time just it's about to be 2026. You think about it. Time flies. You really want
yeah,
to
that's true.
do you really want to portray your time with a person who has caused you trouble, or you could just cut them off your life and keep going. And I'm not. It sounds
Yeah.
mean.
I mean,
It sounds
I don't
mean.
know if that
I've cut.
sounds mean. Yeah.
It's because it is because I've cut a lot of friends.
Right.
A lot of friends.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with the ones who are I will call my ride or dies, my day ones, the ones I know I could trust, and I've included new people in that group that I've met throughout the years.
Yeah.
Because that's life.
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah. I mean,
Sorry.
I've cut a lot of people off in my life because uh there's many reasons, but a lot of people that cut me off just because like friends just like separate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how many friends do you have from middle school that you're still friends today?
Like 6.
Okay, that's actually a lot. I'm not
Yeah.
even gonna lie. I was expecting more like two.
No, it's because well, we went to the same school.
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
When did you go to well to our school?
We
We went to the same school,
You were first class. I was third class.
right? When did
2015,
so what grade did you go in? Like first
sixth
go in
grade.
sixth grade? Okay,
Sixth
me
grade.
too. All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So when you were in eighth grade, I was
Yeah,
sixth grade.
you were in sixth grade. Okay. I mean, yo, yeah, but you were my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and then from high school, were you still tight with that sixth group?
Yeah, we're been together.
Oh, you still tight with the same
We've
guys?
been
That's actually
together.
really cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean it's because we real towards each other.
You know, and that's something I
We
should.
I could tell one of my homies to his face. You know what? I think you're being a piece of shit to his face,
Uh-huh.
and he'll be like, "Well, fuck you." But because we say our things to our face,
You're 100%. You keep it
we
100.
could keep it 100. We've been cool. We have fought
You
over the
know,
dumbest shit,
yeah.
and told each other the hate crimes. But like we keep it 100. It's like you know what? You're still my bro,
Uh-huh.
but fuck you. But it's been that for years.
And see, I maybe that's something that I should have done different because I had a big group of friends from middle school all the way to high school, and
No,
uh
us two men. We were 20.
no, dude, yeah,
Now
no,
we're 6.
no, yeah, I think that there was like maybe 15 of us, and now like I consistent like I'm still cool with like maybe like 6 maybe. I'm still cool with them, but I consistently like talk to maybe 2. You know, yeah, 2. Uh 3 because like he joins here and there, but I'm still cool with him. I wish I
Like
like still fucked with like a lot more of those guys because they're good dudes. It's just like
screw apart.
yeah, we just grew apart. I mean, and I'm like trying. I've been like trying to. Okay, I've been trying to reach out to one of them, but I mean, he just decided to like split off and do his own thing, and I respect that. I
Yeah.
hope that he's doing really well. Like
I
he's a
mean,
good guy.
when we were hanging out that day
Hmm.
with at the bar and all that,
Yeah.
like I consider them my friends, but
Uh-huh.
I don't consider them like I consider the six people.
Oh, so those people are not the six people.
No, like
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm cool with them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love them.
Yeah,
I respect them. I like hanging out with them,
yeah.
but they're not my six group of people
And
that are my
yeah,
ride or dies.
that's all right.
Because not everyone could be your best friend, and not everyone could be your ride or die.
I have a question to pose to you because this is something I've always battled with in my life. Why should you consider? Okay, so like I'm gonna set the premise. You have friends and you have best friends, right? I don't like classifying best friends. My best friend is my girlfriend. Period. And
Well,
everyone else is my friend.
yeah,
I don't like I don't like separating people because it makes people feel like, oh, like why is he your best friend and I'm not? And it makes people like feel like you have preference over other friends. You know what I mean?
and you know what I say to that?
What?
Fuck it,
And that's you know what? And that's also okay.
because
But I'm not trying to like
it's true.
create tension, especially within a friend group. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty sure our friendship works. My friend group works so perfect because let's say we're all best friends,
Yeah.
but we know who's closer to who,
I
and
think
that doesn't bother us.
and that's okay. Like we all, but the thing is that we all know that, like, it's something unsaid.
I'm gonna take these are my best friends, but I'm gonna talk to you about my real homie, my real day one, my brother. We known each other for 20 years. I'm 22.
Uh
We know each other for 20 years,
huh.
and they know he's my real one.
Yeah.
They know he's my brother. He's not my friend. He's my brother.
Uh huh.
He's in Mexico right now,
Okay.
and our friend group from Mexico know that we are day ones,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk shit like, "Oh, you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend," because they know that if I have something extra, he's my preference. That I'm gonna help him first than others. They've never caused a problem. I don't know. Maybe the people I hang out with just know that they respect the rankings. I'm not one,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm his friend as well, and he treats me with the same respect, but not the same preference.
Yeah. See, like I don't care if you have preference over other friends because that's I mean that's human nature, but I don't like doing that personally. Like to me, I just have friends and that's it. Like I don't like saying you're my best friend, you're my friend, you're my acquaintance. Actually, I'll take the back. I have friends and I have acquaintances. You know what I mean? Because like for me, like if you're my friend, I have a lot more trust with you than a person that I just know. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And I think everyone should be that way. Like if you just know them, like you know, you should still test out the waters to like see like if you really could fuck with them. When it comes to like my friends, I just say that you're my friend
yeah.
and I leave it at that. Like we're like we can be super cool. We can hang out. We can do whatever the hell you want. But it makes me so weird, and I don't know why to like classify a friend, say like from a best friend to a friend, because like what if that friendship that you consider your best friend like falls through, and then your friend actually like pulls through and like comes through, and you're like wow like I never realized that shit. You know what I mean? I never realized that you would come through with me and not betray me like
I
this
could
other guy. Because
the only
I know plenty of people that have had experiences like
I
that.
could say this, and this is my way of thinking. If a person betrays you,
Mm.
was he ever really your friend?
Well,
Well,
you
you
thought
thought he was your
right,
friend,
right, right.
but you don't never know the intentions people are coming with you, like towards you.
Yeah,
If a person betrays you, people in your mind he was your friend,
yeah,
but in his mind, you were never his friend. He just wanted to use you for something.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I've never been betrayed personally,
I never. I'm not saying I've been betrayed, but I know
but
people who have.
I know
Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, I know people. We all know people, but like you just choose. I was put in a hard situation in high school between two friends.
really.
Yeah,
Like, what's the context?
over a girl.
Oh,
It's
I've been.
dumb.
Oh,
It's
I've been
dumb.
there.
Like, come on. Like back then, high
Yeah.
schoolers. And I'm gonna say this now. I don't know whoever's gonna listen to this, grown-ups, kids, teenagers. If you're in high school and if your friend and you are fighting over a girl, stop. because you don't know if you're gonna be with her for the rest of your life, and you're a hormonal teenager. You don't want to lose a friendship that you consider your friend, because these guys were close. These guys were like, buddy, buddy, I love you. And a girl got in their way.
And they're
completely
still to this day.
to this day.
I see.
They one of them stay with the girl? No, because it was high school. So don't put relationship. Same with girls. Same with girls. Girls, don't put your boyfriend over your friends in high school, unless it's something.
I think the context changes in high school.
Yeah, in high school.
In high school.
In high school. If you're a grown adult, put your relationship first.
Change if you're grown.
But if you're a kid, do not put your relationship over your friends, because that's not forever. There's the cases where I've been dating since pre-K, but like,
I only know one person like that.
I know that's weird. Oh, but it's crazy.
No, yeah, one, and they've been dating since 8th grade.
Yeah,
I mean, you probably know who they are. No,
probably do.
It's that same couple.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, it's and I love those two people. Like, they're both great people.
I respect it.
I went to school with the guy, and I hope he's killing it. Like, I'm rooting for you, bro.
Well, congrats. Hey, there's some unicorns in this world.
They're still together, and I mean, I support it. I hope they get married for real.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But well, that's a different topic. That's a good topic for next episode. But yeah, just don't put your relationship over your friends when you're young. But you know what's funny? I'm still close to one, and I love that dude. Because he never made fun of me for liking FIFA, and yeah, and we he was the only person who I would be able to play with that game. But he told me, because you were friends with him, I didn't trust you. And he and the other guy who is doing great in life, I believe. I'm not gonna say his name. He also didn't trust me.
Okay.
It was weird. I'm like, because I was friends with both, and it's not my problem. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna hang out with both of y'all. If not together, it's fine. But if we're in school, I'm gonna hang out with both of y'all. Like, if we share classes, I'm not gonna be like, no, I'm not choosing sides.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be closer to the one who I hang out with the most. Like, plays with me the most and shit. So, that shit happened, and at the end of the day, I think if you fight a friend over something that simple, were you ever friends? You could consider yourself like like can you fight over a girl and like talk shit about a person you know deeply? That's dumb. That's dumb, because that happened, and the other person was more mature enough, and that he didn't say shit. He just took it in the chin, took it in the chin. But yeah, man, like, can you really call somebody a friend who really just betrays you?
No, I mean, like, no.
They were never a friend.
If somebody, what do you mean by betray? Like,
just out of nowhere changes.
Like,
and he
switches up on you.
Starts talking,
and
hating you,
just hates you for no
and
reason.
starts talking shit about you.
Like, betrays you, but you've done nothing to them.
Yeah, you've done nothing.
Okay. So in that case, then yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure. I mean, if like you gave a person a reason to like,
yeah, if you're fucking
fuck with you,
then yeah, no,
yeah,
perfect, I understand. But when there's, you don't know, there's nothing you did wrong, and they switch up on you, then he's never your friend. It was never your friend. He was just a person you thought who was your friend. But we kind of got a bit off track. Let's go back a little bit. I was gonna give you my second example about the pedos. Have you seen the show The Good Doctor?
I actually have not.
Well, it's a good show.
I know it, but I have not seen one.
There is this episode that's stuck in my brain. That really impact me, and is the fact, like, can we help those people, or can they be allowed to be helped? Because the episode, a dude was hurt, came in because he got hurt or whatever, and the dude was like, I want to die. And then the two doctors who were taking care of her were like, what the fuck you mean you want to die? And he's like, because I'm getting these bad thoughts about my nieces.
Oh boy.
and I don't wanna do nothing. And they try to help him. The whole episode is they try to help him. They try to like, but why? But like, let's deep dive. He's like, I don't know. I'm just getting these bad thoughts, these weird dreams, and they're little kids, and I love them, but I don't want to hurt them, and I'd rather end my life than hurt them. And that's deep as fuck. Like,
I mean,
eh,
oh damn.
yeah.
Okay.
And at the end of the episode, he kills himself.
I
He gets out the hospital
He kills himself.
and he throws himself towards the bus.
Damn.
And because his mind, his craving in his mind, the dreams he was having, the ideas he was having were so strong that he decided to end his life because he did not want to act upon those thoughts.
You know, I was, if we weren't on the mic, I would say something so out of pocket. But I don't feel bad. I'll just put it like that.
I don't feel bad
I
either.
just don't feel bad for pedophiles.
No,
Period.
but
You
do
know,
you
like
think that's proof, or you think, well, it's Hollywood scripted show,
right.
but do you think there's people? Well, I just said people don't change, but do you believe that feeling is so strong, like they would try to portray to that episode, that it made him act on him instead of he knew that he was gonna do it, so he ended his life.
Well, see, like it makes so like okay. From what you've told me, he knew what he was thinking was wrong.
Yeah,
And he didn't want to do those things that he knew was wrong. It just goes back to every single time that when an older individual takes advantage of a younger person, they know it's wrong. That's why I can't feel bad. Like I can't like to me, I
I
have
know,
no capacity in
and
me and
I'll
in my heart, and I don't think anyone should to
no.
like feel some type of remorse, feel some type of way towards person who's done that. Like uh I don't know, like the people on the Epstein Island, they knew what they're doing is not only extremely illegal,
It's,
immoral,
it's wrong.
it's just wrong. Like I
Deep
don't think
wrong.
like children are meant to be protected, not to be used for your pleasure.
Yeah.
And to me, I just like can't have it's like with I think for like the show is like trying to show you like should we go and extend a helping hand towards bottom of the barrel society, and in my that's the way I see it. I think pedophiles are like beneath me, and
They are.
I mean, and I
They're
think
scum.
so yeah, I agree. I think that they're beneath me, and because they've hurt people that I love, and I only wish them the worst. I really do. And I just I'm like trying to think of the word right now, and I completely blanked on it. But I think what that show is trying to like show is a should we maximize human life and maximize um solutions towards helping even people like the people that society considers like the worst of the worst, or should
I
we
feel people.
just let life do its
I feel.
course?
I always believe in second chances, but
Mm,
I believe that you gotta earn it. And I don't. But I believe in second chances. But I'm not saying. Uh, because it might sound contradictory because say people never change. But I'm saying the second chance of, you know what, we all make mistakes. I'm not saying touch a kid like them. I'm talking about just
uh-huh.
regular person that needs help,
Uh-huh.
that needs help. Give him that second chance of giving him the help. And if you know that he's not gonna change, then keep him in that cage because there's reasons
That
why people don't let murderers out prison.
like they need to you need to show me like you deserve a second chance.
Yeah,
But like there is like specific instances where like you don't deserve a second chance or the thought of a second chance. There, I can tell you like for example like if you like murdered somebody, like you took somebody's son away, you took somebody's daughter away, father, mother, grandma, like you made the decision to take a life away from this planet that wasn't ready to go. And I just can't go around and forgive a person that's done that. Maybe forgive in the sense of like I need my own inner peace, but they don't deserve a second chance.
I
And that's my hot
completely
take, I
agree.
guess.
I believe, like I said, I believe in second chances. I believe you gotta earn your second chance. Like that's true. Not everybody deserves a second chance.
Context and a few instances where like
People,
you could
people.
say like, yeah,
I
you
just
deserve
feel
a
like
second chance.
if there's a way we could help you, that's your second chance.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you giving you like all the trust back. No, just your second opportunity should
Hmm.
be trying to get the help. Like people that go to rehab or people that have mental problems and they go uh get their second chance at life, at opportunity, are seeing the world differently.
Hmm.
But once you're talking about like hard criminals, hard murder, serial killers, pedophiles. I think that's where you should limit the second chances. I think
Yeah,
that's for me, a pedophile should they should get life sentences. They should not get 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. They should get life sentences because what makes you think that your program make fix them? Because you
I
could,
just like don't think that exists. Like,
yeah.
I don't think that there's a solution to people who have the thoughts of pedophilia or being attracted to a minor
It's because
person.
like
I don't think so.
like I said, I talked to one.
Right.
I've been in
Like you
front
know,
of a person.
yeah, yeah.
We found out that he liked kids. We didn't know.
Like if I were you, bro, I would snitch that fucking person, bro. I'm gonna say that shit straight up, bro.
I just
I
can't
just
with
can't.
him.
I can't
I
tolerate. I can't.
I can because I know so much about him. Like I respect his brother, I respect his sister. His dad passed away, and he has so much shit going on that I don't want to add a leave to the pile. But
I'm a,
I hope that
and
I just have hope on that person that one day he notices that
but
he's wrong,
I'm a,
or somebody catches him.
I'm a push back on you, and I don't think that you should extend because to me the way that it sounds like you're extending um the benefit of the doubt to this person. Like you know that he's a
Yeah,
pedophile.
yeah, we know.
You know that he has been with an underage person.
Yeah,
From what you know, that they have not had any sexual relations. From what you know,
yeah.
and from what you know, he hasn't sent any inappropriate shit. Which I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not gonna extend that benefit of the doubt to a pedophile. Like if you were a pedophile, you probably have, and you
Yeah.
probably are communicating with a minor, and you should go to jail. To me, the way it sounds like, because you're more sympathetic towards it, it sounds like you're a little more forgiving towards a person who is attracted to minors because you know them.
Because I know him. As maybe it's because I know a family. If it was a random ass dude,
So like it's conditional upon the family because you
yeah.
know the family. You're more
It's because I know he's been reported and nothing happened.
like wouldn't that
Uh,
be like a misfall of like the our justice system in that case?
well, it's
If he's
because
been reported,
it's in
nothing happened.
It's in Mexico.
Oh
It's in
right,
Mexico, and
the context does change a
it's
little
not
bit.
seen frowned upon. It's not seen as wrong, and it's weird. It's weird.
I
I
don't
see it wrong.
I don't know about
Dude,
that.
my grandma told me to date somebody when I was 18 to have my age. I was like, my grandma was like 8 years old. No, they don't, because my grandma got married at 15 to 30. Like,
Yeah, but that was like a whole different time.
yeah,
You know,
but
like
that's how they still think in Mexico.
not all of Mexico thinks like that. I can tell you right now, my family does not think like that,
Uh,
and we're all Mexican.
I could tell you,
Maybe like in more
well,
rural areas,
where I'm from, the
like
little, we all know each other. You know, it's
maybe
small,
like
small town.
yeah, maybe in smaller towns, I can see that happen, but that doesn't make it it's okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's
Like
okay.
you know,
I,
right?
the thing I did for me and for my peace, I just cut him out of my life. After we tried helping him for like 2 years, talking to him,
Mm-hmm.
talk to him, talk to him. He cut us off first,
Wow.
which was weird because he didn't have friends.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
obviously, like
yeah. But hey, man, he cut us off. When he cut us off, and 'cause every time we would bring him in to like a conversation to a hangout, it was to fucking like attack him. You know, like not to beat him up, but like to like attack him, his mind, his ideas, ask him questions. But it's because I don't know, maybe because, but he's not, okay. This is gonna be weird. He's just, he's not just a pedophile, but
No, he's a pedophile.
no, I'm saying he's not just a
Oh,
pedophile.
okay.
He's just a pervert.
I
Because
mean, if you're a pedophile, you are a pervert.
he just finds any woman above the age of, at least he doesn't like minors. He like talking about 16
That's
up.
a minor.
I know, like talking about like little kids,
Oh, are you talking like
toddlers,
like
children. He
toddlers?
was like children. At least he's not that fucked up. He's still fucked
Oh.
up, but he's not that fucked up.
What do you consider children?
Uh,
I think a 16-year-old is a child.
I think he's a teenager, 12 and down.
But like teenagers just barely turned teenagers 2 years ago. Like a 14-year-old is a child. 15, you're a child.
If you could drive, you're a teenager. For me,
Yeah, but a teenager can't make their own independent, wise decisions. So like you are a child. Like under the law, you're a kid.
you're
Like
a kid
you're not
until you're 18.
like
Under the law.
speaking. You're not a child when you're 18. But even when you're 18, you're still a child. Like you don't have any life experience.
I don't know. It's that see the difference between children and teens. Maybe I don't know. That's my way of seeing like a teenager, somebody who's already in high school, and a child is your middle school down. You know, like
I mean, I see that you're making the distinction. The way I see it is like
it's
you
good.
when
I see also in like difference in the way of thinking.
uh-huh.
Like
An adolescent.
a 5-year-old does not think the same as like a 17-year-old.
I mean, obviously, yeah, but like they're both the same in the sense that they don't have any life experience, and the grand majority of them are going to be dependent on
Yeah,
on
their
their
parents.
parents, and they need the guidance of people who are more experienced in life to make wise decisions. And I'm not saying that like a 17-year-old can't make a wise decision. They can for sure, and that's not what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is people who are even 18, they're not going to make the best decisions in life,
No.
especially adolescents. They're not
Yeah.
going to make a good decision. That's why to me they're considered children.
For you, 18 down are all childs. All
Yeah,
children.
they're all kids. Like some people call me a child.
Yeah, because
And I'm still in my early 20s.
yeah,
And because I just don't have that life experience. Yes, I am an adult, but it's not the same when you're talking to like a 40-year-old man.
yeah, they consider
You know,
we call it the kid.
yeah, you can't call a 40-year-old
Yeah.
man a child. You can't call a 24-year-old a child too. Like, if I commit a crime, I'm not a child. I'm an adult.
You're going to prison.
Like I'm going to prison.
You're going to prison, buddy.
Depending on like what I
Depending
did,
what you
I'm going to
did.
prison. I'm going to jail. But if you're like a I don't know 15-year-old and you do a stupid like decision,
I feel like you should only be considered. Well, this is a different topic. An adult in trial if you're a minor if you kill somebody.
can you elaborate on that?
If you're 15 and you're gang banging and you shoot a dude, you know what the fuck you're doing.
So you would consider that person an adult?
Yeah.
I disagree with you.
I
I think
if you shoot a person, you kill the person at 15, knowing that you knowing what a gun does.
sure, but like, would you argue and say like the people who do that are a product of their environment? I think so. Like apply it to like for example like a kid who in Mexico who's like in a cartel who feels like they need to be a part of the cartel to have money. You know what I mean, to survive.
I'm gonna give you a better example. You consider all the school shooters adults in trials?
If they're below um 18, then they're technically a child. Just because they've committed a heinous crime doesn't make them an adult.
But will you trial them as adults? Will you?
It depends on the state. Like, I mean, some in some
It's
states,
because I
like
feel if you take a life, you should be rotting in prison.
okay, but I'll tell you.
I don't believe you should kill somebody.
Uh-huh.
I don't really believe in the death penalty because, like, me and my sadistic way of thinking, I feel like you don't gain nothing if that person dies. You know, I just feel you gain more if he's rotting in prison.
The reason why I disagree is because, like, for example, like I'll give you a great illustration of like how society switches up on you. Do you remember the recent Nazi group chat that got leaked on the internet?
I've never heard of this.
Okay, so
enlighten me.
Okay, so basically, there is this Republican group chat that it was a group chat of like young Republicans, and they were having discussions about gassing people. Like,
Question: Are these middle schoolers, high schoolers,
no,
adults?
the youngest one was in their 20s. The oldest one was 39.
So
They're adults.
adults. Oh
They're
yeah,
adults.
adults.
There's no quotation. They're adults.
Oh, they're
Period.
adults. Okay.
Period. There's no one there that's below the age of, I think, 23.
Damn.
So they're
That's
graduate. They're the youngest was a graduate in college, and the oldest was already well established.
and the grown ass man.
So these people were describing black people in the worst ways, and I'm not even gonna say it because it's like really racist ass things towards black people, towards Mexicans, towards Jews.
If you weren't white,
Basically, if you weren't white, they talked the craziest shit about you. But JD Vance said kids make mistakes, and we shouldn't punish those kids for the mistakes they've made talking on the internet.
that's
But and I
that's our vice president, right?
that's the vice president right now.
Sorry.
I just completely disagree with that. Those people are adults, and what they were doing, they knew was wrong, because one of them even said that if this group chat leaks, we're done. They knew what they were doing. Like, I'm not gonna extend the child excuse towards a 40-year-old, and the reason why he said that there were kids is because they were all white.
Do you think somebody of them leaked the chat, or you think something got hacked or something? Because honestly,
I'm not entirely sure how.
okay, this is just putting my conspiracy theory hat on. How can you leak a group chat?
Somebody probably within, like, it could be
I just feel like
it could be a reporter.
I feel like the only way to leak something is you're in that thing.
Yeah.
Like when they leak games, movies, shows, whatever.
It could be a reporter on the inside who's been there collecting this information.
Yeah.
Released it, but I don't those details I don't know. But the what I'm trying to say is, we have our vice president saying that these
defending
are
a group of white Nazis,
defending racist ass people, but the second a black teen were to kill somebody, and I'm not trying to say like that's good or bad. That second, that black teen is a black man. It's a young adult. You know what I mean? Like, they knew what they were doing, and society then switches up on that younger person. No, like, no, they're a murderer. They knew what they were doing is wrong, and they should be tried as an adult. That's why I disagree, because yes, while they did commit a heinous crime, they're not an adult. They're 15. But the second when a white person does it, now people start making up excuses on saying like, "Oh, these are kids that they don't know what they're doing."
See, me personally, that's why I came up with the title "Mixed Opinion." Where nobody speaks the real truth. We all have our truth, and that's basically an opinion. Me, I don't see color. I don't give a fuck what color you is. If you black, white, yellow, rainbow, green.
Okay, so
if you do something wrong, it's wrong, and you should be punished for it.
Okay, I already disagree with the premise, because and when people say I don't see color, like, to me, you're ignoring the fact that society does see color.
Oh yeah.
So, like, would you say that, like, you're
I'm not ignoring it. I acknowledge it. I know. I've been trialed. I've been wrong for the color of my skin.
There you go. So then you should see color.
But I try not to, because it's not fair.
I understand what I get what you're trying to say. I get that you're trying to say, I'm not gonna judge you off of the color of your skin. I'm gonna judge you off of your character and your actions.
And I get it. It should be like that, but it's not. I'm not. I don't live on the line. I know that I'm gonna base it off what we had our little hangout last week. You're a little bit more whiter complex than me.
And I can acknowledge that my white complexion has more. I was about to say the word advantage, but I was gonna say
privilege.
Privilege, yeah, privilege. For sure. It is. And I acknowledge
you
that.
got a table by yourself for 7 people. Then when I tried to do it, I got rejected on the same place. We're not gonna say the name. And it's, I don't know, I'm not dumb. I know that's bad for a young boy like Emmett Till, who got murdered as the for whistling at a young woman, a white woman, and got murdered. That's fucking horrendous. And it's I didn't know about that Nazi group chat, but it's wrong. It's
It's pretty
wrong
bad.
that our vice president of the United States of America is saying
He ran defense for them.
is saying you're kids. They're not fucking kids.
They're not.
They're if you're 30 years old talking about kill black people, you're not a kid.
You're not.
So no, it's wrong. They should be punished.
Yeah.
Shit. A group in my school got punished for a group chat talking bad about one kid.
Really?
Yeah. So imagine that, but they were kids and they got punished. School punished them. So
Yeah.
why will you protect something that's wrong? And it's true. If they found some Hispanic group trying to we're gonna attack ICE and free the Mexicans and all the Hispanics who've been they're gonna probably be on their ass trying to find them and putting them in jail and
Yeah.
saying they're terrorists.
You know what's something interesting is that when I went to school in Indiana, just for context, when I'm here, I do definitely see that like a whiter complexion, and if you're Hispanic, dude, that's a huge privilege, huge. But based on the basis of just my name in Indiana, I've been asked if I was illegal. I've been asked,
Really?
yes,
Even by your complexion?
yes, even by the complaint,
Crazy.
just the basis of my name. And I've been asked if I was a DACA recipient, if I was illegal, if I was a citizen, or like things like that. It's like, why you jump to the assumption that I am those things because my name is different from yours. And I'm not trying to paint Indiana to be like this
The white supremacist.
super white supremacist state, even though like the headquarters of the KKK was there.
Huh.
I will tell you right now, and a lot of people in Indiana don't get to interact, at least from my experience.
We're wild creatures.
It's not that it's just
Well,
like
when I went to Indiana,
it's not that it's rare, but like people don't interact with other Hispanic people often.
we're rare. We're rare Pokemons.
Yeah, especially like in small towns. Like when my parents saw me graduate, like they went to go buy um I think it was like a 64 pack of beer. Like they bought fuck ton of beer because they wanted to give it to our fraternity so we could celebrate. Both my parents are pretty light complected as well,
Yeah.
but they have accents when they speak English.
Yeah.
Because
Their main language is
their main
Spanish.
language is Spanish.
Like me.
Yeah, and, like my main I grew up speaking just Spanish. I speak English well because I mean, like the goal that I'm trying to achieve, which is like the law. I really have to speak English really well.
Yeah.
And so that like I don't have a few words I do have an accent and people ask, but like I think I present myself with like no accent. But my parents have very heavy accents. So the guy, the checking them out says, "I never knew you type of people would be all the way up here." My mom said, "What do you mean?" And he clarified and said, "I didn't know that wetbacks came all the way up here." And my dad doesn't know what that means.
Damn.
And so he was just like, okay. But my mom does know what that means. Didn't know what that meant. Sorry. Um, and she was in shock. She was just like, wow.
Wow.
Like, that was so ignorant for you to say. And he just said it like
Nothing.
It was like
Suck it up.
describing a
Yeah.
Hispanic person. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's like it's regular Tuesday for me.
No, for real. And it's like, damn, dude. And it was just like off the basis of my parents' accents. Like, yeah, like I do acknowledge that my skin complexion is privilege, 100%, and I'm not ever gonna deny that. But I don't think people's names are. I don't think people's accents are like that immediately in places where Hispanic people are less common. That will happen to
Yeah,
you.
I know. When I went to
It sucks.
Indiana for the 2 days I was there,
Mhm.
people looked at me weird.
People, I mean, and the thing is that
You know what's even more weird?
Mm.
I had white people tell me this. Can't believe you're Mexican because you're huge.
Dude, and you know what's insane to me, dude. People have told me it's like I can't believe you're Mexican because of your skin color, and I like looked at them like, are you fucking for real?
Yeah.
You really have a different, you have an idea
Yeah.
of what a Hispanic person looks like.
I had a job at Louisiana, and the guy, pretty cool white person. He told me that he's like, damn man, I can't believe you're Hispanic because you're huge. I'm a pretty tall person.
Yeah, you're a big guy.
I'm a big guy, and he's like, I'm used to because he had a lot of Mexican workers. I'm used to this. He said, short,
Yeah.
but you're huge. So yeah, man. Like I'm not blind. I'm not stupid. I know that even in Mexico, if you're brown, you're seen as, even though everybody's fucking brown. But like
Mhm.
if they see you, I've been mistreated in Mexico for being a little bit more brown.
Dude, I'm and that's a conversation I love to get into, and it's, to me, that's like internalized racism, because it is.
It is.
It really is. It's like,
It's stereotypes.
yeah. What do you mean?
Stereotypes influence your racism and your opinions on people.
Sure, but like, can you give me an example?
For example,
Like within our community.
I'm gonna give you my example.
Okay.
What happened to me?
Okay.
Just driving on the street, late at night, got out of work. It's 4 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
I used to work night shift for a factory close here where we're from. I was driving home. I got stopped.
Uh-huh.
Why? Didn't tell me. By my complexion, by my look, he stopped me, and the first thing he asked me was English or Spanish, and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? English or Spanish?" And I was like, "Whichever's fine, bro. English or Spanish." And he talked to me in English, and then he's like, "Give me your license. Do you know English? Do you understand me?"
Mhm.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, what the fuck you want? No, no. Give me your license. You got ID. You got. He just was super aggressive.
Mhm.
He was a sheriff.
Mhm.
I was tired. Just gave him my stuff.
Mhm.
Gave him my license, my registration. Saw that I was a U.S. citizen. Came back and apologized. "Oh, I'm so sorry. By the way you look,
See what I mean?
I was suspicious. You look suspicious."
See what I mean?
And I'm helping immigration right now. And I was like, it's 4 in the morning. If it was like 6 in the afternoon and I was not tired,
Mhm.
I would probably say some shit like, give me your badge number. I'm gonna talk to your fucking supervisor.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to go home. So I was like, it's okay. Give me my stuff. And I went. So I know the world we live in, on the stereotypes of how we look, how we dress, how we walk. If you see a black person with a baggy shorts, that's a fucking gang member right there. If you see
And that's fucked up.
yeah, that's fucked up. If you
Yeah.
see a white if you see a Mexican uh wearing in a truck or something, probably cuts grass or whatever.
Mhm.
Or if you see whoever you see a Muslim person, like,
Yeah.
oh, you think his cousins probably has bombs everywhere. Like people
Yeah.
think like that.
I mean, online, you literally have a lot of people insinuating, because like Mamdani, like right now that I'm like looking at right now, like Mamdani gets elected, and people are like, "Oh, New Yorkers really forgot about 9/11," like
Crazy.
implying that like
That's
because he's Muslim,
that's some out of pocket shit.
that's fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
It really is. And like, I go back to when I push back on people say, "Oh, I don't see color." It's like, no, people should acknowledge the fact that color does change people's perception of you, changes how society looks at you and judges you. That's why I say no, like people should see and understand that color does have an impact on a person's life. Like I wish it wasn't like that.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like me, I know it,
Mhm.
but I won't judge you for it. I'm gonna judge you for
And
your action.
for sure, and people should look at it like that.
Because what our famous principal said, actions speak louder than words.
And that's true. And but like when people say like, "Oh, I don't see color," they ignore the fact that like um or like
Yeah, I know.
it's two different things, and more specifically
There's some
like
people.
there's
Some
people.
people say it too. Like, I don't see color. My friends are black,
Well, like,
and there's people and there's people who are ignorant about it.
yeah, because like you're ignoring like the actual injustice that happens to people who are brown. or people who have non-white names, or people who have accents. Like, these are realities that people have to experience in a society that says that they're quote colorblind, which isn't true.
No.
And like that's why I really don't like when people say that. And
And I respect, but I hope you see
I see where you
what I'm trying to say.
I
Like,
see where you're come from, and I think you come from it from with a good intention, but you do also acknowledge that color does have
yeah,
impact, and which you do agree with me in that.
yeah. Like, what I'm just trying to say, like me as my opinion, my person,
Yeah.
my idea is like I won't never judge you by your color.
Yeah.
I'm gonna judge you by how the fuck you act. But I do know that the people, the government, the media is gonna judge you by your color first.
Yeah.
Because they have all those ideas. And you know what's funny? Even between the white people, they judge you by what type of white person you are.
Oh
If
yeah.
you're Italian,
Oh
if you're
yeah.
German, if you're Irish, if you're British, they will. They even have their own
Yeah, no, seriously.
subsections.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not within those communities, so like I can't really like speak on that. But but that is true. I mean, there's white people who do prefer, other types of white people. Like, I do hear the sentiment of like Eastern European countries being considered less, and they're still white. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, there's still white people.
I'm gonna give you the best example. Everybody makes fun of the Italian Americans, the white Italian Americans.
Really?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
In what way?
It, Family Guy, media,
Okay.
they mainly joke about the white Italians, the way they act,
Really?
the way they dress,
I feel like
about the mobs and all that shit, like all those stereotypes. I've seen like they make the like the white.
But
The
like,
white joke, the white punchline are the Italians for some reason.
would you say that like it's glorified too? Like The Sopranos kind of glorifies that lifestyle, no? Like people think it's cool.
Yeah, the Godfather.
Yeah, like people think
But
it's cool, but like when we watch like the I don't know Narcos, people are like, "Oh my god, that's horrible!" Like they really do this. Like the perception changes because it's a Hispanic person.
I feel like it's on the time. I feel back then there was more mobs, more people knew more about the mob.
Mobs probably still exist.
Yeah, but they're not as big.
Yeah, I guess that. Like,
No, I mean they're big, but they're
fair.
not as
Maybe.
public. You know, like everybody knew, oh, New York, the mobs and the gangsters and blah blah. Like 1920s, up 1930s, even the 70s. But like now it's more about the cartel, and everybody wants to be cartel, which that's a different topic. I would like to talk about that.
Yeah,
I would like to talk about that
Yeah.
because I have personal experience about it.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's end this topic of separating the person.
Going back to it.
Going back to it, we talked about racism, stereotypes, pedophilia. But the main one, there's just a lot of different characters you could bring upon. Is sensitive topic. It's the R word.
Okay.
That rhymes with grape.
Oh, okay.
Of women. And there's a lot of famous guys that have been associated to that. Like Mike Tyson, he went to prison for that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. He did.
Bill Cosby, Vincent McMahon, probably a lot of more people that I don't know right now at the moment, like top of my head. But
probably did it too.
But they probably did it too. But can you really separate that action?
No.
We already talk about the kids, which that's horrible.
Yeah.
And women too.
I can't.
Or men.
No, like to answer that question super fast.
No, you
Hell
can't.
no.
You can't.
The second you do that, out of my life.
Out of your life.
Don't care if I fucked with you, not fucking with you anymore, not listening to you, not paying attention to you.
For like,
period.
I'm gonna give the example I know the most about because I really like wrestling. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Mr. McMahon, as the world of wrestling knows him, he has done some out of pocket. He has covered a murder.
Oh, he has? I don't know anything about wrestling from that world.
In like 1985, 86, Jimmy the Superfly Snuka killed his wife in a hotel.
Okay.
And
who is that, a wrestler?
He was a wrestler.
Okay.
He's passed away now.
Okay.
He killed his wife.
Okay.
Because he was on drugs.
What type of drugs?
Just some pain meds and alcohol.
Oh, okay.
He's fucking crazy. Killed his wife. But because he was so popular, making Mr. McMahon a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He defended him, and he didn't go to prison
Wow,
in 1985.
that's fucked.
There's a lot of cases of Mr. McMahon that right now he has a case that he had paid a lot of women hush money for sexual favors and all that stuff. But why is it wrestling still so pop? Why as wrestling fans can we separate? We I've never seen nobody try to cancel WWE for their, and not to say he has done so much things throughout the years. From, it's on Netflix, you should see it. His documentary, from steroid scandals to hell. There was a pedophilia ring in 1980s in the wrestling community, in the rest between some of executives that worked for him.
All the shit you're saying, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Like, this is all new to me. But
Yeah.
like, wow.
There was even a pedophilia ring he covered. There was, and him and his sexual favors he asked for women. And wrestling's been popular for more than 40 years. And none of those big scandals have ever affected fans. They always, I've seen media now, I've been in wrestling forums that they're like, for example, Brock Lesnar was associated with one of that Mr. McMahon offers him a woman. Now they literally took him out of his. The name Mr. McMahon is banned.
Yeah,
and the name
he had to step down, right?
he had to. They kicked no. He didn't step down. They kicked him out
Oh,
because he
okay.
sold the company and the fucking.
Is Linda McMahon still married to them?
No.
Oh, they're not married. Okay.
No, not anymore.
Okay. Okay. I was about
And
to
it's
say,
and
if
it's
they are like,
and they and it's I'm not and it's recent. Like,
really?
she barely divorced him.
What?
Like I'm talking like 2 years ago.
Wow, are you serious?
Yeah.
So she really put up with
A lot of shit.
a lot of
A
that.
lot of shit.
What?
Yo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, right?
It's just I have a lot of questions like regarding like the wrestling world because like I'm not a fan, obviously.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anything about that, obviously. But my one of my biggest questions is, and this is like I'm like citing a little bit off, but I'm gonna get back on track of it. Why do people like it? But that's my premise. Why do people like it if we know that it's not real? Like when people say, "Oh, who won?" Like why does that matter? It's already scripted into
Yeah,
fucking
it's like
theater. You know what I mean?
why you watch movies?
I mean, sure. Like we
It's
watch,
just out of
it is a movie, I guess.
it is just portrays superheroes and villains
Okay.
with a predetermined ending that you just want to see the good beat the evil, and people love violence.
Okay.
It's been embroidered since the Colosseum times.
Yeah, but the Coliseum times they
No,
actually
I'm
kill each
saying
other.
I know, but
Okay.
people like that seeing this shit. People like
Yeah.
fights. People like seeing people hurting each other, and the concept of wrestling being fake is I understand. I could just quickly give you the answer.
I think that's like my biggest
The
thing.
fake
I can't
the
get
fake
into
thing is that he's not a real Undertaker. He does not have powers. He's not a dead man walking, but he's a human being who's taking real hard bumps in the ring, real hard punches. It's not a fake chair. It's not a fake
that.
table.
Wait, are they actually punching each other in the face?
Open handed because they have a show to run. They're not trying to. It's not like the UFC. That I want to knock you out, but they have. Hey, you got 15 minutes to put on a match. You're winning. Do your little sequence,
Okay.
and that's it.
Okay.
They're just characters.
Okay.
Like I said, the Undertaker's not an Undertaker. Triple H is not his name. Like the Rock is not a Rock. Like
I mean, right.
Yeah.
It's just like because I didn't grow up on that.
Yeah,
Like,
and I agree. And I agree.
My cousins are fans, but I just don't get it.
But
I
it's
really
it's
don't.
just like it's the real superhero world. Like Spider-Man's not real, Iron Man's not real, Batman's not real. But you like reading. If you like that topic, I don't know.
But
I'm just giving like, or if you like series like The Walking Dead
cool.
or whatever fiction you like, it's real world fiction.
Yeah, right.
You know those characters don't really hate each other. You know, in backstage, they're best friends. It's like they're just actors who take a little bit more of a risk, and people just like it. Because if you invest a good story on the character, if you're people just like to watch it.
Yeah. And so like I bring that up because I I want to know a little bit more of like why people actually like it. But like for me, when it's like um woman anyone um sexually assaulting another person, I'm not a fan of you. I don't know you. You're disgusting. Like I don't care. Like for example, there's like sexual assault allegations towards one of my favorite I'm a huge Impractical Jokers guy. Love that show. Like grew up on that.
Who is it?
Joe.
Joe.
So he
Joe.
apparently there is a sexual assault allegation, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I stopped fucking with him, bro. Like
He's the one.
he's the funniest one.
The one with the big nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
He's
know I know Murray's bald.
Yeah.
The
Hugh has like the super long
long hair.
and Sal is
Sal has the
like
memes. Like he's the meme.
yeah, yeah.
So
And
Joe, he got
so Joe
question. This is perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Not that he did that, but like,
Right.
we live in a world. We're gonna get sensitive. Gonna get sensitive.
Okay.
We live in a world where you're innocent. You're guilty until proven innocent, right?
Well, you're innocent until proven guilty.
Or whatever.
Right.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
There's been a lot of people who have done the false allegations.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, do you immediately shun that person like, nope, you're rapist? Or do you want to get like info first? Because if he did it, go to prison.
Right.
Go to jail.
Uh-huh.
Don't if you did it, if you raped a woman, if you raped a man, if whatever you did is wrong, go to prison. But if you didn't do it and there's proof,
Mhm.
and there's proof, and
Okay, great.
this person just wants to ruin your life.
Yeah, but that's if there is proof. If there's proof, great. You have to go and prove that in a court of law.
Yeah.
Awesome. The fact that there's an allegation, I can't support you, bro. I stand my stance is against like pedophiles, rapists, and people who take advantage of other people like sexually or just period taking advantage of other people. I can't fuck with you anymore. Like that's just me. Like if it's an allegation, okay, if it's an allegation and you beat the case, you beat the case. Great. But I'm still sus about you as fuck.
Really?
I'm still sus.
Even if he's proven innocent.
It's just at the end of the day, the court of law, it depends on how much money you got.
That is true.
It really depends how much.
That is true.
It really depends on how much
power does
yeah.
affect the decision.
Power does affect the decision, and that all goes to money. If you are financially more well off than the other person, legally speaking, you're winning. That's why I still can't fuck with you. Like, if
you got valid points there, brother.
Like, if you're throwing the allegation and you beat the case, a part of me is still gonna think that I'm not saying that you did it. You might have done it because I can't say that you did it because in the court of law you beat the case, but like it could still be possible in the.
What was your opinion on the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp case?
I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch that.
But did you knew about it or no?
Can you like? I'm not. You need to refresh me. Like I just know that somebody shit on someone's bed. That's all I know.
That's like the main story that came out of that.
I don't know what.
But no, like apparently Amber Heard accused him of like harassment and like he was mean to her and like physical abuse, sexual abuse.
I do know that he did do bad shit to her. Actually, like that's been proven. Like they both did bad things to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't fuck with Johnny Depp. Like after that case, like knowing that he is like not a great person, I don't fuck with both of them. I don't fuck with Amber Heard. I don't fuck with Johnny Depp. Just on the basis of like what came out of that court case, because now I'm trying to remember just a little more now. They both did do heinous shit to each other. But Amber Heard did a lot of bad things. But I'm not excusing Johnny Depp. Yeah. Like Johnny Depp did some bad shit. I can't tell you like exactly like the facts because I'm not. I need a refresher. Yeah. I just know that they both did bad. I just know both did not great things towards each other.
Yeah, and you see, like you said,
yeah,
you don't separate the artist from the person. For you, it's just one person, and if they did something wrong, they're wrong, and you can't separate the art from the person. And I agree, and it's perfect. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's your way of seeing things. I could do it in some things. Yeah. I could do it in some things, like the McMahon stuff. I've seen through it, so I could enjoy my wrestling.
That's fair.
But
Mhm.
but Kanye, I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't heard Kanye in a while because what
I haven't heard of him in a minute too.
because what he has said has really changed my opinion on him.
Right.
And I can't listen to his music without thinking about what stuff he's doing. Michael Jackson, I could listen to Michael Jackson. I respect the king of pop. But because I don't really know if it's true if he did fiddle with kids. R. Kelly, I don't know. Listen to R. Kelly because I've never listened to R. Kelly. I don't know who R. Kelly was. I don't watch the Cosby Show because I was not even born
I
yet.
was born.
So there's millions of examples of people that did bad things. I could, if you do affect me in some way or form, I could separate. If I really enjoy your product, I could separate it. I'm not gonna lie. I can't separate it. I can't ignore the fact that you did something wrong. But is I don't it's not like I'm not saying that's the right way of thinking. Everybody has their own way of seeing things. Everybody got their mixed opinions. But it's good to know. It's good to have a conversation with somebody and not get all mad about it.
Yeah.
Because I've lost
You've
I've
lost
lost
over that?
I
Over like difference of opinion?
yes.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Not friends. I've just lost communication with people.
So you've
Not friends, just like no, they were my friends.
Oh, you're okay.
Like
Right.
like they just cut me off.
Okay.
But you see, when we first met, we had a like conversation about our different because I acknowledge the fact that we see things very different.
Yeah.
And I like that.
That's fair.
I like that because I've never met somebody, I'll be honest with you, that I could sit down, have a conversation, and have two different opinions and not end with a fuck you.
Yeah.
With a nah, you're wrong, I'm right.
Yeah.
And we sat down, we talked for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And during that little space of time about our views, and we ended up with a handshake, and it's funny because I feel people are so afraid to have an opinion now because oh no, 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 what they're gonna say, I'm gonna get canceled, I'm gonna get no, just have your opinion. Don't but try to say it in the most not out of pocket way possible, like not sounding rude or disrespectful. Just have your opinion. You know what? I believe this, but I'm not saying you should believe it. Like I'm not trying to push. When you're trying to push beliefs onto someone, that's where I'm like no, like we could stop it here because I'm not trying to change you, and I don't want you to try to change me. But if we could just talk about it and why I think this way and why I think this way, bring it on. Yeah, because it's good to know. It's good to know. Like, I would sit down with a flat earther and tell me why you think the Earth is flat. I don't think it's flat, but I would love to know your opinion.
I would love to do that sit down with a flat earther and genuinely try to understand why. Because at the end of the day, I mean, come on, dude, they're wrong.
They are wrong.
They're wrong.
They are wrong.
There's some things, there's beliefs that are just objectively wrong. Period.
That should be our next topic conversation. Because me personally, I don't believe like I act this way because I'm a Sagittarius. I don't believe that.
I mean, that's fine. There's no correlation
Yeah.
between like the alignment.
Just because the
stars and
moon is
personality.
half shining does
Yeah.
not mean that I'm a moon. Like
I mean, the people just do it because it's fun, and I get that. Like,
no, but the people who actually like
there's people who genuinely do believe that, and that's fine.
I fine. Believe what you believe.
Believe what you believe.
But don't tell me I'm wrong or push me an agenda.
No, yeah, I do find it kind of annoying where it's like, oh, like I'm a Pisces, for example. Like, oh, because like you're a Pisces, I'm gonna anticipate you being X, Y, and Z personality type.
I'm gonna put you in this box.
Yeah, no, bro. It's like, damn, like you're really putting me in this like idea of like who I'm gonna be without even knowing me. Like, I get that you want to like. It's fun. I mean, yeah, I guess like oh, like people born in these 2 days are like daydreamers, but like every fucking person is a daydreamer. Like, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but see, I wouldn't mind if a person with that belief explains to me why they believe that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too many people that like genuinely do believe that, or like because I know people who like believe that in the sense like, oh, it's cool, like it's
I know
fine.
two people
Genuinely believe that.
genuinely believe that. I don't personally. I don't like talking to them because they're not a good type of person to talk to.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, if you're not trying to push me your agenda,
Mm-hmm.
just talk to me, man. I'm great. I'm a great listener, and I'll give you the weird ass questions. But again, I know I'm saying the word agenda, but it's like
I was gonna say, what do you mean by agenda?
it's like don't
You
like,
think
don't say you're right. I'm wrong. Like just
okay,
don't push me that I'm wrong.
okay,
Just tell me what you believe,
uh-huh,
and I'll be like, you know what? I may not agree with it, but it's your opinion, your belief.
uh-huh.
Good for you.
Yeah, okay.
That's how it should be.
I think that
Not well.
I'll say that there's like
There's some certain
there's some
topics.
certain things
There's
that
some
I'm
certain
like, no,
topics.
you're wrong.
No, yeah, yeah.
Like I'll say this, like if you start like denying for example like the Holocaust, and you start saying like, oh yeah, that shit didn't happen.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, you're a little wrong.
you're wrong.
I mean, you can believe your.
But I'm talking more like in belief system. I know there's people out there.
There's people out there who genuinely do believe that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah,
I know. I know.
it's sad.
It's a small group of people. That I know of.
I know some people who do deny that, not that it didn't happen, but like the numbers, and it's like that. But that in itself is.
But I would like to sit down with a person, not
Uh-huh.
who thinks the Holocaust didn't happen, but I want to know the opinion. We both know that's wrong.
Right.
That's some fucked up shit.
Uh-huh.
But I would love to meet a person that doesn't think it's wrong, and I want to know why. Like I want to know. Okay,
There's people out there who
genuinely think
they
that
genuinely
think
support
that,
that. Yeah,
and
it's fucked up,
yeah.
dude.
But I won't sit down and try to change their opinion, but I also want them to change mine because it's not, basically there's not even an opinion. It's more like that's fucked up. But I would like to know why you think this way.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because the brain is such, the mind of the person is such a unique place. Everybody thinks different. Everybody acts different, which that makes everyone special. We're not robots.
Yeah. I mean, I like. I'm like you in the sense that I like to know why you think that way.
Yeah.
I like to know why people. What's your thought process behind that?
Yeah.
And it, depending on whatever it is, if it's like objectively wrong, I'll try my best to like walk you through if I have sufficient amount of knowledge to say no, you're wrong, and that's up to you to take as fact or as not. And in that case, then you're just ignorant. And
Yep.
yeah, you know what I mean. But I mean I'm like you in the sense that I want to understand why. Like
Yeah.
why do you
The
think
why?
that way? But
And
there's like
again, I also don't want to push ignorance. That's a great thing you brought up.
yeah.
Because there's a way of you're wrong, I'm right. I think that's an agenda. But ignorance is not accepting when something is wrong. When or and you don't want to change your opinion on what's wrong, or you're ignorant, like you said. People are ignorant about I don't see color. People are ignorant of this. You can't hide what's real.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm
That's why I like push back on that because it's like you're being ignorant towards like
yeah.
realities that like brown and black people go through, or people that basically are not white, they go through and have
Yeah.
to go through, but you want to ignore that because you don't experience that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like other like topics like flat earthers. You're ignorant, period. You cherry pick the ideas that benefit your perception of reality. And at the end of the day, flat Earth, like, it doesn't hurt anyone necessarily, but it does backtrack towards like the advancement of like science and scientific knowledge about our reality.
Yeah.
At that point, you're just being blatantly stupid.
There's science on it, and there's even I'm not a very religious guy. Not to bring religion as a topic, I know it's a very sensitive topic to people. But even the Bible says it. There's a verse.
But the Bible isn't a scientific book.
No, but like I'm saying, even back then,
Back
fucking
then,
even
BC.
yeah, even back then they knew the
Yeah.
Earth was round. Like they wrote it.
Yeah, the Greeks knew that the Earth
Yeah,
was round.
yeah. But I would love to meet a person. I've never met a flat earther.
I've met a person that questioned it. And that I think that's fine. I think it's okay when you question. That's okay because I've listened to so many podcasts of flat earthers talking about why they believe in.
Really?
Yeah, just because I just want to know why. Like, why do you think? Like, why do people
Act certain way.
No, not necessarily that, but like, why do people believe like an absurd
Shit.
yeah, like why do you believe in that absurd reality that's just that to everyone it's like that's just dumb as fuck, but there's a group of people that do genuinely it's like saying like oh there's like a spaghetti god out there, but their evidence is like well you can't disprove that
So
there's a
like cult,
spaghetti god. Yeah, I mean yeah you could say that. Yeah,
they believe in something
yeah, or like
that there's no proof of.
yeah, like I'll say this, and with all due respect, like Mormons, they believe that
Come on, say it, man.
Jesus he was here, and
He was white.
I just don't I don't think there's any archaeological evidence to back any of it up.
He was like here in the U.S. or like
Yeah, that's the premise of it.
aren't
Like an
Mormons?
angel.
But aren't Mormons just a dude who made a religion and so you can fuck 3 women?
No, like it's a lot more complicated
I
than
don't want to sound ignorant.
and no, me too. I'm not trying to sound ignorant.
Yeah, I'm
But like
not.
I do know like off the premise that it's like the belief is that Jesus came back to the United States. Wait, hold on, let me explain.
Whoa.
Came back to the United States and spread Christianity to the natives or like presented himself to the natives.
Wasn't that the Spaniards?
Well, like I guess like historically speaking, yeah, like they came and they're like conquista and spread Catholicism, but from my understanding in the Mormon doctrine, Jesus was like he presented himself in the United States before everything. Like there was a whole civil war. Well, like sorry, not civil war. There was a whole war between these two groups.
Damn. I've
Like
never
a
known.
massive like you should look into it. But oh, I guess like one of my biggest like bones to pick off of there is Joseph Smith, the guy who is the prophet. He's illiterate. He can't read. He can't read. But he finds these gold plates in the middle of the woods that were presented to him by an angel. I forgot the name of the angel. Then reads the text that is in a different language that was translated into English from these things called seer stones, but he read those golden plates in a hat.
A hat?
In a hat.
How? Damn. I'm
It's
learning.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so like
well,
this guy who was like the scribe writing all the story down then tells his wife about
shoot.
the that what happened. Like oh like there's like a new testament of Jesus Christ. This is exciting. Then she was
So
like
Mormons are not Christians?
I guess
They're a branch?
I mean yeah they're Christians.
Well, look, I don't really want to get into religion.
I don't want to get into it, but like
But like,
technically they are because they do believe in Jesus.
but wow, I did not know that. I didn't know they believe that Jesus Christ just spawned back in Utah and was like, "What's up?"
I don't remember like I don't know where he
I've only met
I'm a
one
little-
Mormon in my life.
I'm a little ignorant, and probably like I'm not. I don't. I'm a little ignorant towards like the whole context of the story. But my biggest bone to pick is like, how can a person who's illiterate, uneducated,
Understand
and
fucking
then start reading
a Bible shit.
and,
Yeah.
and I'm not even done with that. Like, so like this guy tells his wife. The wife is like, okay, look, let's keep this thing that you wrote. Go back to Joseph Smith and tell him to write it again to prove that he wrote the same thing, right? If he's saying what's true, well, he should be writing the same thing. Joseph Smith's like, no, actually, God is mad that you told your wife about this. So now we're going to change the story just a little bit.
Crazy.
So I mean, if you want to get like a good rundown of what that is, dude, watch. There's an episode of South Park that it like basically tells you that
Man,
whole story.
South Park as a whole, that should be a good
And
ass episode. South Park has some good ass
they
episodes
do, they really
about
do.
real world stuff.
Yeah,
But they just add comedy to it, and I feel comedy
yeah.
really brings out truth and stuff.
If you do it, I would say if you do it well, like
Yeah,
you need to do it well, and I think it does bring out truth, and it brings out like the reflection of society. Um, I just don't think like comedy is like you say a slur and that's like comedy.
yeah.
I don't think that's. I mean, that's like
No,
that to me. That's like kind of hacky.
no, just
It's like you want the shot glass.
a good structure joke like South Park does.
Yeah, I guess so.
Uh, talking about comedy, like after what Will Smith did to Chris Rock, I haven't been able to see him the same.
Well, dude, yeah. Oh, dude,
I don't think
shit.
I don't.
After all that, after like the entanglement shit, I see Will Smith a little different.
After him crying on his wife saying that cheated on him in front of him and all that stuff, I haven't seen him the same.
Yeah, yeah, that was rough.
And I really enjoyed his movies. Like I
I
really,
really liked him as an actor, dude. He's a
yeah.
great actor. Like I recently watched Hancock with my
Again,
girlfriend. Dude, it's such a funny movie, and I forget how good of a movie it is, and how good of an actor he is, and then I see that, and
you're just like,
I'm like,
yeah. In the movies, he portrays himself as such hero,
oh yeah,
strong persona,
no, yeah, I mean, no, yeah, yeah.
but he didn't. What he does in real life does not act on the movie,
No, yeah,
and that is a perfect example of art and an artist. But yeah, man, thank you
no, yeah, thank you.
for the first episode. Of hope many more to come. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Mixed opinions. It's a project we're doing. This first episode. Hopefully, we have another one next week. And hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, share. Any other comments you want to say?
Mm, so far, no, I don't really got it. I think we said a lot.
We talked a
We had a
lot.
lot,
We
yeah.
had a lot, and there's pretty more interesting conversations we're gonna have because again, I like talking to you because you don't have like a closed opinion. You branch it out, and I like that.
Yeah, I like fleshing out ideas
Yeah,
and like pushing back on yours and you push back on mine. That's all right.
that's good,
Yeah,
man.
that's fine.
Just conversation.
Yeah.
Hopefully, never this gets personal, and it will never because I try never to mix personal life with topics. But but again, we could talk about whatever we want. Leave us comments of what you think, of your opinions, topics you want to listen to. We would also reach out if you want us to research a certain topic. I would try my best to do it, and I know Horacio is more busy than me at the moment, so we'll figure it out. But just hope you guys enjoy the time. Give us questions, uh, whatever you have. Hell, even if you don't like none of this shit and you want to talk shit about it, go ahead.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's your opinion, and it don't really matter. Like everybody got their own
Mixed opinion.
Yeah, it's mixed opinions. All right, thank you guys. Have a great rest of the week.
Yeah.